So continuing from our last video, first part. So this is our code now. We should not place any spaces here. So I'm going to delete this space. Okay. So let's save it and refresh. So nothing is appearing. So let's see what's the problem. To check that, I am just going to echo my query. Okay, I'm just going to place echo there, save. Then refresh. So if you notice, this is my SQL statement. Select all from users where name is equal to 1 dragon. So the problem here is the SQL statement is interpreted as select all from users where name is equal to 1 then it is confused because it also has an additional word which is dragon. Remember, we have a single quote here and another single quote here. That means it understands that it will stop here. But again, there is again another word here and another single quote here. So it is actually being confused. So to fix that, let's go back to our code. Let's use another MySQLi function, which is mysqli underscore real underscore escape underscore string open and close parentheses. Okay, so as we can see, we have an open and close parenthesis here. That means it is expecting a parameter. So our parameter would be our variable name, and I will also include here our variable link. Okay, so let's check. Let's save and check our code. Going to refresh it. I forgot to remove echo, so let's remove first echo. Save it again and refresh it again. So there we have it. We are now selecting the all all data from our table users where the name is equal to 1 dragon. Okay, so how does it work? Our function here, mysqli real escape string, removes or adds backslashes to our string so that it will be treated as an ordinary string without the special characters. That's the function of our mysqli real escape string. This is a good practice because this in this way we could avoid malicious string problems or as they say SQL injection strings. So if you want to search that SQL injection strings, feel free to do it using Google and you will see a lot of explanation about there, and that is not good for our database. Okay, so again, if ever you are dealing with entries with special characters, do not forget to use this function mysqli real escape string for your protection, and so that it will add or it will treat the string with special characters as an ordinary string on it. So there we have it. Now we are ready to create our first exercise actually using all of our lecture videos from video 1 to video 8. This is video 8. So what are you going to do? You need to create a form that asks for an email and password. So that's the first thing to do. Create a form that asks for the user's email and password. Next, that form will check if that the email and password has been entered. So if the user only entered an email, it will alert or it will produce a statement that the password is not yet entered or the email is only the one being entered. Okay? Third, your form or your program should check if the email address is not yet registered. Okay? So, if the user enters his email or password, the form will notify the user if the entered username and password is already registered or taken. And lastly, create a sign up button that when clicked will input or insert the user's email and password to our database. So that will be your exercise. I repeat, first, a form that will ask for an email and password. That form will check if the user has entered his email and password. If not, it will tell the user that only the email has been entered or only the password has been entered. After that again, the form should also check if the entered email address and is already registered. And lastly, create a sign up button which when pressed will insert the email and password of our users into our table users. So I hope you could do it. You could always go back to our previous videos to create your exercise.